Our baby birds have finally hatched, and it has been endlessly fascinating to watch. Mama bird stays awfully busy with 4 mouths to feed, and at this point in time, the babies are too young to be able to completely digest the meals. So when mom comes and feeds them, they'll poop out a fecal sac that is still rich in nutrients. So mom and dad actually eat it, which is equally as disgusting as it is fascinating. So let's get straight into today's build. Last time we were at the supplies shop, we found this beautiful piece of wood. Can't remember exactly what this is. I honestly think it's walnut. But we're gonna make a live edge shelf and officially finish my upstairs workstation. Being my first time wiring a house, we're finding now that we're using all the outlets, there's not quite enough at the workstation. So we're gonna incorporate into the structure of the shelf a plug-in and a lamp. I'm a little bit nervous to be cutting this thing because I really only get one chance with it. And my only concern really is this knot down here. I have to cut right along the edge of it, and this is already a pretty hard wood. Not exactly sure how that cut's gonna go. I'm gonna build a jig for it. Let's use that there, and then this can go here, like that. And then this should just follow along. We went through the whole pile, and this is by far the best one for the corner shelf that we want to build. So I'm going to try my best not to ruin this thing. I think the game plan is just slow and steady wins the race. And hopefully that knot doesn't come busting out of there. But let's give it a try. Well, I could feel the wood was much harder at the knot, but we passed right through it without an issue. That's pretty awesome. This time, instead of just dealing with an end product that doesn't match the wall correctly, I got the wall angle locked and loaded. And I want the edge of this shelf to come out right in the center of this knot. I think that'd be pretty cool. So then it kind of flares out into the corner. All right, well, it's not gonna cut itself with me just standing here looking at it. Let's friggin' cut this thing. Sometimes the universe just gives you a little nudge in the right direction, you know? Didn't manage to cut perfectly on the line, but it fits perfectly in the corner. Just like that, my pencil line's gone, and nobody's even gonna know that I'm a lousy cutter. This bottom shelf, which is the longer of the two shelves, has a maximum of 46 inches, but I kind of don't think we even have that much to play with. We do. So let's go 46 then. Why not? Look at that. Nearly looks like something a guy could be proud of. Now that is hard wood. Holy smokes. But we have a clean cut, and I'm happy about that. First time working with live edge like this, I don't know how aggressive you can be sanding. I don't want to round this corner off here. So just trying to be gentle with it, but I'll see if I can get these lines out of it. I'm going to take advantage of this nice sunny day today, get some clear coat on these things. The day we drove home with all these supplies, it poured rain and this was in the box of the truck. Both of us said, wow, that looks pretty good wet. I think this Varathane is going to help preserve that darker color, really bring that grain out nicely. I ended up putting 4 really thick coats of this stuff inside on the floor, and it didn't even hardly make a smell. This is drying so quick out here in the sunlight. It is just roasting my eyeballs right now. Those fumes. There we go. Wow, so that's already dry. Crazy. You know what? I'm not even gonna let that fully cure. It's dry enough for another coat. I'm just gonna keep coating it on there. Yep. Ultimately, I think it might actually be almost too hot out here to be doing this. My paintbrush is curing as I'm painting this. Just gonna put it on there nice and thick. Call her good. Everything is nice and dry, and I must say, looking pretty good. Let's head upstairs for a bit of a test fit, and I'll show you how we're gonna incorporate some electricity into this. So here's the theory. This shelf is gonna live somewhere kind of right around there. And instead of putting a bracket underneath it, I mean, it'll have a bracket on that end, but on this far end is gonna be this thing. Maybe somewhere like that. And then this will have 2 outlets and a light switch, and the light switch will power a small lamp at the very top. So X marks the spot. I'm gonna drill through right there, and it's just gonna have to be good enough. There's no getting around it. I am pretty nervous for this. We get one shot at drilling this hole, and that's it. It's the Big Mo. You ready? It's a fair bit larger. Slightly larger is okay. Yep, it's gonna be fine. That's a nice hole. Dang. Just about started a fire. In theory, this is just gonna slip right into there like that, and this will hold this end of the shelf. And then this level goes on here. I guess we're a little bit early for that right now, because I need a bracket still. That's good.
This one, right?
Yep, the screwdriver's on the other side of me. All right,
Ooh.
How are we looking so far? Pretty good, I think.
It's good. It looks good.
Yeah. Does that look about right?
I think so.
I think so too.
I can hold it. You check.
That's all right. I'm just going for
Are you
it.
sure?
Yep. Got a hole. Arigato. This should be able to just come right out of here and be replaced by this. Like that's way too close, right? Okay. That's location for shelf number 2.
That high?
It'll be right here.
Oh, okay.
So let's see that bad boy. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's great.
Perfect, maybe?
Perfect, maybe. Shelf number 2 can come off. Big old hole in my nice desk. And pretty strong. There, so I guess that completes the shelves. And now I have all this leftover wiring, and I've forgotten how to wire. So we're just gonna do some learning here once again. Only 168 twists and things, so that's good. I guess first I should show you what we got going on here for a light, because this is maybe the coolest part of the whole works. We have a 1/2 inch to 3/4, and then we have this little light fixture. It takes this kind of light, and remarkably, this is just pipe thread on this piece that holds the light. So that thread's on there. Then, I don't know what this is called, but it's 3/4, and then it had another piece here, just got rid of it. That thread's on, and it conceals all the threads, and then the light goes in it like that. And that's a sharp looking little piece right there. Little multi-purpose piece. I'm just gonna take this light out of here because I'm gonna drop this thing, and for sure that light's gonna blast everywhere. Since we're dealing with such limited real estate here, I'm connecting these with just good old-fashioned butt connectors. I'm certain that there's gonna be somebody on the internet that says, hey, you shouldn't do it like that. And you know what? They're probably right. But it's just the only way I know how to do it. Give the old tug test. Passed with flying colors. Oh, I cannot believe I did that.
Uh-oh.
I can't believe it.
What?
I'm missing the whole middle piece. I butt connected it already too. Okie dokie, plan B is in full effect. This solid wire is, I mean, straight up just not gonna work. It's too solid. What I'm using instead is a chunk of this trailer wire left over from the solar panel project. You might want to just not watch this part. Operation Wire Retrieval was a massive success. Just need 2 of these, but I think that's gonna work way better. That's gonna work. I am 98% confident. Either that or it's gonna burn the house down. Either way, it's gonna be a learning experience. Couple of shrink tubes, connect it butt style. Let's see how this pulls through here. Pretty flippin' nicely. Oh, wow, that's nice. That went in like nothing. Time for the fun part. Let's make this baby come to life. My hole not big enough? There it is. If you're curious how accidents happen, go ahead and keep watching me try and cut this plastic off with this razor blade right towards my face. This is where things get a little bit confusing, so we're just doing it one step at a time. We got black over here on the brass side, white over here on the silver side. We're gonna allow that white to just carry straight through. So I need a black jumper. And then the black wire, which turns into this red wire, is our hot wire. And that is what's gonna activate the light when we flip the light switch. Now, we do need to ground. Okay, so what we should have there is a fully functional plug-in and light switch. Now it just needs to be plugged into something. Before anyone says anything, I know you're not supposed to use this solid wire as an extension cord, but this is basically going to live in here, and we should have a functional workstation with electricity and a light. What are we testing first?
Sweet.
You want to see the light first? Ta-da! Wow, that looks great. I am super happy with that. Okay, consuming 0 watts currently. Turn that on. Wow, it's so minimal consumption it doesn't even register. It's supposed to pull, what, 3 watts? That's great. That's a huge success. Well, we're gonna test out the plug just with a brick. Oh, wow, that's a solid plug. But it's working. Gotta break that thing in a little bit. Holy smokes. I know. I mean, it works. I don't know what the heck's going on with that plug. Stiff outlet or not, this workstation turned out every bit as good as I hoped that it would, possibly even a little bit better. I wish that you guys could see it in person because there's just no way to capture this on camera as good as it actually is. Now, I've been reading quite a few comments and questions from folks wondering, are we doing any travel or adventure content this season? And I promise you, I'm trying to get there. I have a huge expedition planned next summer, and the rig has to be rock solid for that. So we really have to get this house, maybe not 100% complete, but at least very much livable, so that when we get back from this season's condensed expedition, the rig can go straight into the shop and we can move into the house. So we have a couple or maybe a few more weeks of these smaller kind of builds just to get some kind of surplus on videos going, then a couple of bigger ones, then we'll be on the road. Thank you all so much for your patience through what has turned out to be a far bigger build than I had anticipated. And most of all, and from the bottom of my heart, thanks for watching, everybody.
One of these days, we'll give back the time we borrowed. One of these nights, I won't worry about tomorrow. We never make it very far. I like you riding in my car with your banjo on your knee. I like you singing my songs back to me. I'm trying to stay between the lines that you read on my palms. I'm a man on fire. I'm a man on fire, and I'm trying to stay calm.